gonna kick down all the doors. We're gonna dance it, wing dang doodle all night long. 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 We're gonna dance it, wing dang doodle all night long. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Down fence and washboards in. Everybody's gonna jam. El Shaky, Boxcar Joe. We got sawdust on the floor. Tell Berg and Carolina we're gonna have a hell of a time. When the fish and fill the air, there'll be slug Jews everywhere. We're gonna bet you wing dang doodle all night long. 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 We're gonna bet you wing dang doodle all night long. Yeah. We're gonna bet you wing dang doodle all night long. Yeah. We're gonna bet you wing dang doodle all night long. You ready? We're gonna bet you wing dang doodle all night long. Went to a party in the other night. I met the sugar, she's real tight. She's looking sweeter as she can be. I wish her down to have a drink with me. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. To see her around is a lot of fun. She start messing with everyone. She's so hot and the whole bunch burst. Come on, sugar, drive me crazy first. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. for kids to messing around. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. Went to a party in the other night. To see her round was a lot of fun. Sweet little 16 somewhere falling down. There's no reason for kids to messing around. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. Sweet little number. She's a sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me. She's a sweet little number. Sweet little number. So pretty, so sweet to me.
Oh, thank you. Welcome back to the Hoomagoo Saturday morning, 9:29 a.m. Central Time. Mr. A.G. Weinberger is my awesome guest with the sweet little number. Oh, what a story that was, huh, buddy?
Yeah, that's true. That song is about a real happening back in '96 in Istanbul, in Turkey. When I was on the contract there, played 3 months in 2 blues clubs in Turkey, in Istanbul. And I had a hopeful and a very promising flirt with a little waitress. But hey, a friend of mine, a musician from there, told me, listen, be careful because she's just 17. So I had to stop, of course, because prison time in Turkey is pretty rough. And so it came out this song out of it.
Yeah, though, that's amazing. All the cool things that you've done, all the travels, all the world, all the experiences, people that you know. Yeah. And you're currently working on a play right now. You're working, and thank you for taking the time. Tell us something about what's happening with your event you have working right now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm working. You hear me?
Yeah, real good.
Okay, so I'm here in Budapest, Hungary, and I'm working on a theater show. It's a musical. I wrote it. The open is gonna be on the 23rd of June. Mm-hmm. So we are really excited about it.
And you have done many plays. You were telling me about the audience that you have in your area. So many people. I mean, you are the king of the blues in all your different areas in the world. And again, thank you for coming on the show. Tell us a little bit about all the shows that you have, some of the other things that you have going on your end too.
Well, I'm fortunate enough to be able to be on the right place and the right time, you know. Mm-hmm. And I just know how to move things. I think this is coming from my experience when I was on the streets in my hometown. Because I was a childish gangster, if I may say so. We had a gang in the park when I used to grow up. So this fact, I guess, gave me these tools to move things around. And if I really made up my mind on something, for sure I'm gonna do it. So there are no obstacles. There are no problems, only solutions. And this is my main mantra, and this is how I operate.
Yeah, and so many people react to that and also take their world in new directions too. So that's what is so cool in the world. And then you took your life, your experiences. Then we were talking about Chicago. Then you took your time here into the States. And you were telling me in Aurora, Illinois, they have a fest where they have a band and they turn it on a bridge. I think you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
And so then you spent some time in Chicago, New York, Nashville, and then you rocked and met the people in here and moved the things around here. Tell us what it was like here in the States for you a little bit, in Chicago, for instance. Because I'm not too far from there in Milwaukee.
Yeah, well, that was back in year 2000, just right when the century turned into a new millennium. Mm-hmm. Actually, I went to Chicago for the Chicago Blues Festival with a friend of mine to getting material for a documentary movie and for a book about the Chicago blues scene. So I have 11 hours of raw footages and interviews with amazing people, such Coco Taylor. You know, I spent 3 hours with her. Mm-hmm. Nobody has this type of interviews and subjects what we were talking about, because Coco was my mom's favorite, and I told her this, and then she opened up like for nobody. And I had this on footage. I had this stuff on video, but I think I have to make a clearance with the family, you know, because I don't want to put it out without the permission of the family, of course. I have an interview with the late Son Seals, with the late Willie Kent. Mm-hmm. Willie Kent, sorry, with the Pistol Pete, Matthew Scholar. Who else was there? Chico Banks, the late Chico Banks, the great guitar player. Who else? Bruce Iglauer. So with a lot of people, I interviewed a lot of people. And actually, I planned to stay in Chicago just only for 2 months. Mm-hmm. And then some things came along. Son called me to, hey, come and play with me, a gig in a Kingston Mine, blah, blah, blah. And, hey, would you come next Thursday? Would you come next Friday? And so on and so on. I said, listen, son, my visa expiring. Don't worry about it. And actually, somehow, I just hooked up with the immigration attorney, and he changed my status into a O1 visa, which is aliens with extraordinary abilities. Mm-hmm. And it gave me right for 3 years to stay and work legally in the United States. And this is what I did. And out of the plan of 2 months, it's ended up to almost 7 years to live in the States. Yeah.
Wow, 7 years of all that great experience and time, and everybody got to meet you. And now Reborn, is that coming along again? That's your awesome CD, everybody out there. They need to check out. Is that a lot of the music coming directly from things like that? All stories, should I say? Yeah. Every single song what I wrote, it's actually has a counterpart in real life. Because I have nothing else to write about, just my life experience. You have to know that I try